Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Sagittarius May 31, 2022. Mars is now transiting in harmony with your sign, and it's a nice energy boost for you. You are turning a corner concerning energy and confidence. You are especially eager and energetic during this cycle that lasts until July 5th. This transit highlights your braver nature, which in turn attracts more adventure or spirit to your life. This cycle comes after a pretty introspective trend that's been with you since mid-May, so that your eagerness to experience life without worrying too much about the why, where, and what can be particularly refreshing. Symbolically, you are beginning to move on instead of nursing your feelings and suspicions. Today, you might gain appreciation or recognition for your work or perhaps even projects that you've done in the past and forgot about. You can feel almost fearless when it comes to solving problems and addressing troubles today. Crushing on someone who's at a distance from you? Whether it be a long-distance love affair, or your interest in someone from a different cultural background, one thing's for sure, exciting chapters await. For instance, the moon will conjunct lucky Jupiter, celestial ruler of your romantic fifth house of passion, and the wounded healer, Chiron, all the while sitting alongside Mars and Venus in Aries. Activating your exotic ninth house of adventure, expansion, and unknown territory, you're not only feeling as energized as ever but also inspired to move forward. Don't let your fears hinder you. As Mercury retrograde in Taurus trines Pluto retrograde in Capricorn, something may come to light that shifts your perspective about work. You can use any realizations to make long-term changes to your work life, like a slow career change or taking on different responsibilities. Something could also come out in conversation that puts your current job and career path into a much-needed perspective. Accept whatever comes out during this trine, as it could help you stabilize your professional path. The Moon and Mars departure from your financial sector yesterday brings a chance to regroup, especially as this ended a 5-month push to give money matters maximum momentum. Having the Moon here in the final days gave you an additional edge while leaving you with your financial instincts and imagination fueled, as for the first time this year there is a chance to regroup. Family and friends feel especially drawn to you and are paying you a great deal of attention. If you've been intending to renew old friendships or resolve a dispute, but didn't know how to go about it, now is the best time to cast aside your misgivings and go ahead. You will be welcomed and forgiven, and glad that you took the first step. Relax and take some time to smell the flowers. The stars aren't aligned for accomplishing much more than that. And why should they be? This is a time to look at your life and embrace its bounty. You should spend today with your partner. Together you should create a conscious time in which you can experience some romantic hours with each other. Don't forget to nourish and cherish your relationship even if you have spent many years together. If you keep reminding each other of that and treat each other with respect, there is hardly any obstacle in your way to have a long-lasting and happy relationship. The planetary alignment makes this a good day for snuggling, getting closer to your loved ones if possible, or just being a good parent, spouse, and friend. You may notice that your focus is not on those relationships that don't move you, the people you don't really click with, or the average person on the street may not be the recipient of your smile today. Stay close to home and be present to your emotional truth. Take time to get better in touch with your emotions today. With the vibration that's occurring today, this kind of introspection will come much more easily to you. It's a part of your life path to express yourself, yet without taking regular personal inventory of where you're at in life in the present, this powerful aspect of you can be stifled. Put more energy into quiet reflection than talking or creating today. The work you do afterward will show much more depth and personalization. The Moon is still in your relationship sector after yesterday's new moon and not due to leave until tomorrow. This is allowing you to remain emotionally engaged. A new moon brings with it a chance for new beginnings, and with the Sun and Moon both moving forward and aligned, this creates the kind of momentum that you can catch a ride on. A lot of water has passed under the bridge on the relationship front over the last 2 years, with a chance now to draw a new line in the sand. With the moon still in your relationship sector after yesterday's new moon, there is a chance to remain emotionally engaged just as an alignment between Mars and Jupiter in your romantic sector starts to separate. The stars have not only aligned on the romantic and relationship fronts but in a way that will continue to evolve. Our eyes in the sky. We could feel a huge shift this morning when the sun changes signs from sensitive Cancer to proud and fiery Leo. If you have a tendency to put others first, now is the time to focus just a bit more on yourself. Unfortunately, this could be easier said than done when the moon makes a challenging aspect to Chiron this afternoon. There could be a lot of egos flying around right now, and though you might find it difficult to set boundaries with people who rub you the wrong way, it's important for your mental health to do so. Venus and Jupiter face off in the cosmos throughout the day, which could tempt you into being overly generous with others. Remember that it's okay to say no to someone, and it's totally acceptable to bestow the love and energy you freely give to others back on yourself. By mid-afternoon, a helpful connection between the moon and Uranus could bring pleasant surprises your way, especially in your professional life. Your status could get a little upgrade as well, so don't be afraid to show off what an amazing masterpiece you are. As the day comes to a close, you could feel worn out from all of the day's energy, which could cause you and others to shut down. Don't take it personally if someone doesn't answer your messages tonight. Like you, they probably just need some quiet time to decompress. In the morning, Venus, having just made its ingress into Virgo, opposes Jupiter in Pisces, an excellent transit for relaxation, play, or vacationing, if we have budgeted our time and resources correctly. The carefree nature of this aspect can cause us to be unwisely generous and philanthropic. Our intentions may be good, but we risk neglecting our own interests, giving something away that we actually need. At this time, we are not especially disciplined in our thinking, believing that good things come to those who sacrifice, and although there may be some truth to this, we should strive to be conservative so as not to find ourselves in a tough spot when the glow of the day wears off. Following this, the sun exits emotional Cancer to enter expressive Leo, its domicile. In the month ahead, our focus shifts from private to public spheres of engagement. We become more comfortable in sharing our creative ideas, as well as our identity, on a wider stage. This is an excellent time for challenging imposter syndrome and defying the inner critic who suggests we seek smallness to avoid attracting the wrong kind of attention. During Leo season, life is a performance piece. We must be willing to own our talents and gifts and to be unapologetic about taking up space. In doing so, we welcome those with similar interests into our orbit, making connections from a place of mutual appreciation and authenticity. On the other hand, we should check our pride often over the next 4 weeks. Declining to tame an overinflated ego can lend to conflict and needless drama. As always, there is merit in striking a balance between confidence and arrogance.